Hi, it's Calder here from Singing Matters once again with more lessons from a singer who learnt the hard way about vocal technique and ended up with an operation a few years ago. I'm going to have a little talk about how trying to make this point about not singing too loud and how light and easy it can be to sing strong rock vocals with rasp and everything, and I'm going to use Rod Stewart as an example. I'm going to do a little bit of Maggie May. And this really shows you how light and effortless it can be and needs to be. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back at school. That could not be more laid back, right? Somewhere along the line I realised if I'm going to do Rod Stewart, I just need to be dead chilled out. It's so easy going. I mean, it's not, because it's not easy at all. Because we're going up to an A. We've got G's, we've got F sharps in there. We've got an E, a D up to an E, which just brings you up to your bridge. It's very tricky. It's a tricky range. But to do it, you just got to be so much more relaxed than the impression you get on the recording when you listen to it. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back at school. And I'm making that so edgy, pharyngeal, whiny, but it's not shouting, is it? It's not shouting. Wake up, Maggie. Now maybe it depends what it comes across like. I'm using a little lapel mic which I've just attached onto my laptop there in front of me because it's too loud close up. But it might sound like it's loud and belty and shouty, and you might not be able to tell. If you're in the room, wake up, Maggie. I don't think it's no louder than my talking. It's a completely different pitch range, so it has a completely different effect the way our ears hear it, etc. But we really need to understand how to lighten up. But what happens when people try to lighten up is they go loose. They let go of the breath control. They let go of the chords. Wake, and they go like that. And they can't go light whilst keeping the chords together and maintaining that little bit of mix that's in there, that little bit of power that's in there. But it's such an effortless kind of power that you're using to sing a song like that. And yeah, it's tricky. Wake up, Maggie. So what would you do to get there? You would do things like an sound. Where instead of where you let it flip into head voice and you let go, you try and achieve this edge of the chords, like when the chords are coming together with all the mass of the weight of them, these little strips, so it's like they touch just a little bit instead of all this weight and all this, and then I was using extra tension around that to try and demonstrate it. But we're looking for an edgy, light, vocal fry sound. Wake up, Maggie. So we're going up to an F sharp to start the song. Wake up, Maggie. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something. And it's this thing as well. It's all living in this top half of your head. None of it's down here. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got... When you're shouting it from your mouth, it will sound and feel wrong, and it will be heavy and it will be hard to do. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something. I'm like kind of overdoing it a little bit. I didn't quite shape that right. But I'm trying to demonstrate it and over-exaggerate it. It's up here, out the front as well. We kind of go back Contradictory, I know. We go back, with the chords go back as well, horizontal. The chords are stretching back horizontally. The resonance feels like it goes from the hard palate to the soft palate at the back of your mouth. And then it can go up through the little nook into the nasal cavities. But ultimately, it's still pinging out the front of your face. And when you can place it up here, where all of this kind of wake up, Maggie, I think, where you're trying to shout it from down here, all of that's gone. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's up here. It's really bright. It's got nasal resonance to it. It's got this brightness to it. It's got that vocal fry quality to it as well with what I'm doing with the actual chords. So it's a combination of these things. But if you're going too strong, not only the kind of placing it in your mouth problem, but you'll also have this too much chest voice. Wake! You know, you're trying to shout it. What? And I don't even want to demonstrate it because I've had an operation and I should try and not do that. So it's understanding all the adjustments that are needed. And this is the tricky thing about mixed voice or singing in your higher register or singing through your bridge. There are so many adjustments that are required as you rise up in pitch. So if you start down here, I had to kind of put a bit more volume and a bit more bite into that to make it come through, because it was not quite, it was going to flip into falsetto if I didn't. But every note as you climb up is a different adjustment. It's a different adjustment in terms of the muscle balance that you're using, in terms of the chest voice and the head voice musculature on the actual chords inside your larynx. They have to give and take, and as the note rises, these muscles at the front, in the V shape at the front of the larynx, have to let go a little bit more, and these ones at the back have to take over a little bit more, and we have to do this constant interplay, and it's really hard to find that agility. And I did a video just now which should have come out a week before this one, hopefully, scheduling for once, all about how long it takes to sing and learn how to sing and improve your voice and stuff. And this is why, because there are so many little adjustments that you're having to make, and what people do is they don't realise it, but they're tackling every note the same. They're just throwing themselves at every note exactly the same as each other. They start off a scale or a piece in a song. They start off here and they go for it and they try and hit the next note the same. And it's got to be different. It has to be different. Every note is different, especially when you go through your bridge. When you get up towards your bridge, you'll start feeling it. And every note needs an adjustment. It needs an adjustment on the chords, as I was just saying. It needs an adjustment in where the resonance is starting to feel like it's going, how high up in the face the resonance is, whether there's any of it mouth resonance left at all. And that just takes so much adjustment. There's a breath flow thing we've got to keep aware of as well. So a thing you can do to also try and work this out is maybe like a puffy cheek exercise. Right? It's kind of vaguely singing the notes from that song. That top note is very tricky. It'd be easy to just flip into falsetto, especially doing a puffy cheek maybe as well. But try weird exercises like that to see if that helps. The puffy cheek's brilliant. I was using it quite a lot with students recently. You can tell when you're overblowing the air. You can really tell when you're overdoing it with breath. So it's an interesting one, and you can kind of go mouth up into there, up into the head, nasal cavities, and back down again. And you can start to kind of manipulate where you feel like the air is actually kind of focused. It comes out of a different place. It feels like it's in a different spot. So that might be an interesting one on a song that you're finding hard. Anything that you're finding hard, try and do it with a puffy cheek. I might do a whole video on this. It will show you when you're blowing too much. As you go higher there, less air is required. You'll get this, your eyes popping out. You'll feel it can't contain itself. You might feel some awkwardness on the chords because whilst you're doing the puffy cheeks, it might discourage the usual strain that you usually get that compensates for the extra airflow that you shouldn't have. And when you're trying to do an exercise like an SOVT exercise, like the puffy cheeks or a lip trill or a straw thing, and you're blowing too much air, but the strain isn't happening, you might feel that airflow on the chords. I kind of felt that there, I think, when I just did that then. That's my experience. I'm trying to give you what I experienced with these exercises and how it makes sense to me. I've done a lot with the straw recently, and I'd never done straw in the water as much as just singing through a straw. And I decided not to go and look it up as much and see what other people say about it, but see what experience I gained from it myself. And it was really interesting. You feel like you get this sort of feedback where the voice is teaching you when you do SOVT exercises like that. I think the puffy cheeks can help a bit as well in a similar way, where it tells you how much is too much breath and you have to respond to the voice as opposed to in your head trying to make the voice do something first. So it's like, let the voice teach you. These SOVT exercises, semi-occluded vocal tract, kind of give you the feedback. They give the voice the feedback and you've got to learn from it. I think that's a really good way of looking at it. Flip the whole thing round, pick up on what you're feeling from it and notice what it's telling you. It's telling you that there's too much air. You feel like your head's going to pop, so to speak. You'll feel that sort of sensation of it being too much. It's overpowering. So how can you learn to go we can allow a little bit more air in those low notes. Not there, you can't. You got to contain it and control it. So these SOVTs can really help. That was just a little bit. I wanted to do a bit of a song for once, and I just thought, what can I do? I know I can do a bit of Rod Stewart, because that's a really good example. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back at school. I know I keep you amused, but I feel I'm being used. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. It's all up there. None of it is in your mouth. None of it is got this chest voice weightiness to it. It's all up there. Okay, there's my little lesson for you for this week. I hope some of that made sense. I'm on a roll and I'm doing lots of videos all at once, hopefully to get ahead of myself a little bit. As always, the best of luck with your singing, and I hope some of this is making sense for you. If you're interested in lessons with me or would just like a free consultation, a 15-minute call is available. It's usually half an hour. You can just click the link in the description for that, or you can jump on my calendar and book in a full lesson. I never take money until I've actually spoken to you, just a bit of a trust on both sides. So just book in a session on the calendar and then we can chat, work it out, see what we're going to do, and I would love to help you with your vocals. All the very best with your music, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.